God is good. Relentless, you are more than welcome. We are delighted you've seen it fit to join us wherever you are watching us from. God bless you. God bless you. Pull everybody in your house, those in the living room, those watching TV, tell them to pause. Relentless is online. Welcome to our Sunday service. Wherever you are watching us from, we are delighted. Share the link. But even before we dive in, do me a favor. Let's celebrate the people that make this broadcast get to you. Lady Regina, God bless you. We thank God for you. My brother David Lee, along with your sister, we are grateful. Andre, you're doing a wonderful work. God bless you. Do me a favor, as I requested you, share this link. Somebody's going to be blessed today. We are continuing with a message on all I need is an opportunity. All I need is an opportunity. And this is part number 3. Part number 3, launched in faith. If you've got your Bible, stand with me to the Gospel according to St. Luke chapter 5 from verses 4 to 7. When he had finished speaking, he said to Simon, "Put out into deep water and let down the nets for a catch." Verse number 5, Simon answered, "Master, we've worked hard all night and haven't caught anything. But because you said so, I'll let down the nets." When they had done so, they caught such a large number of fish that their nets began to break. So they signaled their partners in the other boat to come and help them. And they came and filled both boats so full that they began to sink. Father, thank you for everyone that has joined us. We are delighted for the gift of life. We don't have to be here, but thank you, nobody is standing over us today. Nobody is dragging us to the morgue. There is strength in our limbs. Thank you. So speak to us in Jesus' name. Amen. All I need is an opportunity, part number 3. Brothers and sisters, I remember vividly when I'd just gotten my brand new car, Acura TLX, and got it from the dealership. I was excited. Grinning from ear to ear, I drove it off the lot. Barely 3 miles from the dealership, I parked it for a quick stop to call a friend and share the excitement. When I came back to get into the car after I'd showed him the tires, I showed him the color of the car, showed him all the unique features, getting back in the car, brothers and sisters, the car wouldn't start. I became so mad. I'm frustrated. I'm embarrassed. It's a brand new car. And to make matters worse, it's the very first keyless car that I'm driving. So I kept pressing every button again and again. Nothing. The lights dimmed. My hope dimmed too because I'm frustrated. So I called the dealership in a fury. What's wrong with the car? Thank God I'd purchased coverage, so I had the option to return the car. The technician came out, gave me a jump, long story short, and just like that, the engine began like there was never a struggle. But later on, I had to go to the dealership because I want to look for the root of the cause. I don't want to drive a car that is going to have issues. I sat at the dealership for 5 hours demanding for answers. The dealership began checking through, and they did a thorough job and finally said, "Ronnie, The engine is perfect. The car just needed power. Somebody needs to hear that word today. Just because your car wouldn't start doesn't mean the engine's no good. Just because your dream feels delayed doesn't mean that your destiny is dead. I came to encourage somebody, just because you're tired doesn't mean that you're finished. You are not powerless. You are just parked. You've been parked for too long that all you need is a jump. You're not broken. You're just in need of a divine boost. Some of you listening to me have been trying. Some of you have been praying. You've fasted. You've given. You're building and you're believing. And yet, no door is opening for you. You are not receiving a call. You've graduated, but you haven't yet found a job. No nets are breaking. But I don't want you to just lean back and think that you failed. I want you to know that your number is about to be called. Your name is about to echo in the room your feet haven't yet stepped into. I believe we serve a miraculous God, and I want to show you, don't you dare quit in your waiting room, because your window is opening this very week. I think it was on Wednesday, I had an appointment. I went to the DMV. Now, some of you that don't know, the DMV, Department of Motor Vehicle, for those who don't know, that's the place where we all dread. Most of the people in the US dread this place because that's where we go to renew our tags, and the line is long. We update our license, and I was trying to get there early to beat the crowd. Got my paperwork in hand. I was feeling productive, thinking I was ahead of the game, and I got in DMV. I sat for over 4 hours waiting. And just when I finally had my number, I walked up to the counter. I realized I didn't have my wallet. My old license, I'd left it at home, because the teller asked me, "Can I see your license?" I didn't have it. That was my proof. In 30 minutes away, I'm frustrated. My wife sends me a message, "Where are you?" I've been waiting all this time for nothing. My faith turned into frustration. My hope turned into anger. I'm ready to walk out angry and empty-handed. Brothers and sisters, got a chance of going back home, got my paperwork straight, came back. Long story short, I'm standing right there almost wanting to leave, and they called my number. Now, just because your name hasn't been called, brothers and sisters, doesn't mean that you've been forgotten. No, I waited for my name to be called. I stayed there patiently. And all of a sudden, when I'm about to leave, they called my name. Some of you have been fishing like Peter and the disciples. You've been praying, you've been building, you've been believing, and nothing is coming forth. I came with this word from heaven for you. No doors are swinging. You finished school and no opportunity. No one is calling. No nets are breaking. But I want you to hear me. Don't leave yet. Don't leave now. Don't walk away yet. Your number is about to be called. I hear a divine mandate to tell you your number is about to be called. Your name is about to echo in rooms your feet haven't yet entered. My God, that is a word for somebody. I declare by faith, somebody, your time is about to be called. Don't quit in the waiting room. Your window is opening in Jesus' mighty name. As I continue with this series, all I need is an opportunity. And today, as we look in our text, I come to tell you that my net's about to break, because the disciples find themselves in a predicament like most of us. Jesus borrows Simon Peter's boat. What started as a pulpit is preached to masses quickly becomes a launching pad. After he finished preaching, he turns to Peter and says, "Launch out into the deep and let down your nets for a drought." But Peter, drained from a long, unproductive night. He's been up all night fishing, and it wasn't productive. He replies, "Master, we've toiled all night and caught nothing." Gospel according to St. Luke chapter 5 and verse number 4. Number 5, it says, "Master, we've worked hard all night and haven't caught anything." We've worked all night and haven't caught anything. That is Peter telling Jesus, we've worked all night and we haven't been able to catch anything. My God, that's more than physical exhaustion. He's tired. That's what I call spiritual depletion. You pray and you're tired of praying. You cry and you're tired of crying. That's a voice that not just of somebody that is tired, but this is somebody that is really disappointed. It's a cry of someone who has tried everything and nothing has worked. You are 45 years old. You've launched over 15 businesses and nothing has worked. "Master, we've toiled all night and caught nothing." You are 23 years old. You graduated, but one full year you are sitting at home in your mother's basement. "Master, I toiled all night and I haven't caught anything." That's not just a statement. It's a confession of somebody tired. You're saying, we've done all we know. God, I've done everything that I've learned from the books. Everything that my mentor told me, everything that my therapist told me, I've done it all, but I haven't been successful. Have you ever been there? You applied, you emailed, you prayed, you served, and the results still read nothing. But then Peter shifts. Peter shifts and says something so powerful here. He says, "Nevertheless." That is a shift. Somebody's tired, is worn out, and he says, "Nevertheless, nevertheless, at your word, I will let down the net." And I will. That's one act of obedience that changes everything. Nevertheless becomes the word that's going to shake hell. Nevertheless, at your word, Jesus. Nevertheless, that's not, I'm not come to hype you, but it's a divine alignment. Nevertheless, and when he obeyed, the catch was so big that the nets began breaking and the boat started to sink because he gave God nevertheless. Nevertheless simply means I am canceling everything I said before for me to do something new. Nevertheless, I've toiled all night, I've struggled, but nevertheless, notice, overflow didn't come when Peter felt strong. but when he stayed and surrendered. Because God isn't waiting on your energy. He's waiting on your obedience. Just one more try. Just one more launch. Just one more yes. And you can make it. You can make it. Somebody sent me a video. 3 days ago, a video over the first black Miss America. And she was somewhere walking, and a lady walks in and tells her, "You are the most beautiful person I've ever seen." She's 19 years old. And she asks, what do you do? She's like, "I'm in school." And she's like, "You are so beautiful that you are going to be the next Miss America." She's 19 years old. She doesn't know anything. So the lady makes an appointment with her, and the following day they meet somewhere in Starbucks, maybe. And she gives her a pile of books about becoming Miss America. And this black young girl takes on the books, reads the books, and first year she tries to become the Miss of her state. She doesn't make it. Second year, long story short, for 6 years, she's trying to become the Miss of her state and fails. She calls the lady back. "You told me I was going to be the next Miss America. And for 6 years, I've been competing. I'm in the army. How come I haven't made it?" The lady tells her, "Please keep trying. Don't you dare give up. Keep trying." Brothers and sisters, she tried again. 2 years later, she contested as the first black and first military person to contest in the pageant. She tries. Long story short, she won. And she couldn't call the lady because the lady had died of leukemia. But she persisted. She has a story to tell you. Just like Peter, she toiled all night. She didn't catch anything for 6 years. She never made it. She struggled for 6 years. No promise over her. But she kept showing up. She kept perceiving. She kept believing because of the promise that was decreed over her life. And not long she made it. And I come to speak to somebody. You're toiling. This is not the time for you to throw in the towel. This is not the time for you to give up. This is not the time for you to surrender. But heaven is testing your patience to know, can you trust God? Because all you need is an opportunity. And your problem is not the opportunity. Your problem is preparation. Can you endure the struggle even when things are not working out? Can you endure the process? Can you endure the process? Fish, Bible says, one more launch, one more yes, and they caught so much fish because the Bible says the fish came flying into the nets like destiny had never happened before. The catch was so large that the nets began to tear. When they had done so, they caught so much, such a large number. Verse number 6. Luke chapter 5 verse 6. When they had done so, they caught such a large number of fish that their nets began to break. Their nets began to break. The catch was so large, the boats began to sink. What once was empty and hopeless became heavy with overflow. When Peter moved past frustration, he stepped into faith, and the deep turned into destiny. This word is for somebody. You began a business 1 year ago, and things are not working out. Things are not working out. Everything you're trying, you're paying more rent, you're paying more expenses, than what you see. But I want you to understand that some of you have been fishing all night, casting nets, sending resumes, making calls, serving faithfully, and still nothing. Nets are empty, hands are blistered, heavy heart. But just when you're about to give up, Jesus shows up and says, launch again. And I come to tell you, heaven is saying, launch again. This isn't about luck. This is about obedience. Launch again. It's about you having the courage. It's not about your comfort. It's not about your strength. It's about your yes. I came to declare with everything in me. Luke chapter 5 and verses 4 to 7, all you need is an opportunity. My nets are about to break by faith. I believe my nets will break. I believe this is my season, because when Jesus steps on your boat, what was common becomes consecrated. What was routine becomes your revival. What was empty becomes an overflow, like a startup in a storm. I want you to understand that your startup is in a storm. Things are not working out. But Peter is like you, an entrepreneur. In the midnight hustle, he's building, he's pitching. Peter is praying with nothing left but hope. But Jesus shows up and says, push one more. Try one more time. Peter was tired, but he was teachable. He was worn out, but he was willing. He was willing. He was obedient. And he didn't just have loan, but he had a boat that he turned into a business which blessed him. So before the fish came, look at this, look at the pattern. Before he caught the fish, Jesus preached. Before the overflow, Peter made his boat available. And that is what I call consecration. When your hustle becomes holy, you may think your boat is a side hustle. It's a second gig. It's plan B. But when Jesus steps on the boat, your ordinary becomes oil salt. Whatever you're doing, the moment you invite Jesus in whatever you're doing, that becomes your ministry. That resume with no callback, that account with no commas, God declares, I'm going to launch you because it is not yet over. I believe, like Peter says, we've toiled all night. That's not just fatigue. It's disappointment. But you've got to believe God. You've got to trust God. You've got to know that God is able to do something so powerful. And I wanna show you 3 points, and I'm gonna close quickly. I wanted to show you how to launch into your overflow. Number 1, you've got to persist in your preparation. Peter didn't let the empty nets make his quit. He still cleaned the nets. Look at Luke chapter 5 and verse 2. Bible says he saw 2 boats. The fishermen had gone out of them and were washing their nets. That means that he didn't let the empty nets make him quit. He had to clean the nets. And that's key, because even though nothing worked the night before, Peter still prepared like something was coming. Some of us stop preparing when we stop seeing results. But I want to declare that your consistency is what's going to build your capacity. What's your net? What's your net? Is it your craft? What's your net? Is it your business? Is it your ministry? Is it your marriage? You've got to keep growing, keep fighting, keep guarding it, because your persistence today is your platform tomorrow. Do not grow weary in well-doing, for in due season you shall reap if you faint not. That's Galatians chapter 6 and verse 9. I want you to declare it. I'm persisting in my preparation. Declare, I'm persisting in my preparation. For you to find the opportunity, you've got to persist in your preparation. Number 2, proclaim your promise. Peter said, nevertheless, at your word. He didn't argue. He just aligned. He stopped rehearsing the problem and he started releasing his faith. You have to stop speaking ill of your condition and start confessing your covenant. Whatever heaven declared over your life, speak the word, even when you don't see it. Bible says death and life are in the power of your tongue. That's Proverbs chapter 18 and verse 21. Bible says, let the redeemed of the Lord say so. You've got to speak it. Declare your breakthrough. Let the redeemed of the Lord say so. Speak, declare your breakthrough. I'm an overcomer. Declare your favor. Heaven responds to faith-filled declaration. Speak it loud. I'm proclaiming my promise. I speak my promise. When you wake up, speak your promise. When you're walking, speak your promise. When you're having your meal, speak your promise. When you go to bed, speak your promise. Declare your breakthrough. Number 3, push past your pain. Luke chapter 5 and verse 5, Peter was exhausted, but he launched anyway. Master, we have toiled all night. Some of you are sitting in sorrow when God is telling you to sail in surrender. Because pain isn't your prison. Pain is your push. That disappointment is your push. That denial is your push. What is not working is your push. So don't let fatigue make you forfeit your favor. Cry it. If you need to, don't you dare drop that net again. Believe, because obedience often shows up in the middle of your exhaustion. Those who sow in tears, the Bible says in Psalm 126 and verse 5, they shall reap with shouts of joy. The Bible says, though the vision tarries, wait for it. You write the vision, it takes long. Habakkuk chapter 2 verse 3 says, wait for it. It will surely come. It will not delay. And I want to finish right now, brothers and sisters, by letting you know, I remember there is a song I used to love so much, and I found out it was sung in 1982. And this song hit the airwaves and became the heartbeat of many comebacks. And it's so many movies have been produced out of this song. Most of you know this song. It was called Eye of a Tiger. It wasn't just about boxing. It was about bouncing back, rising up, staying hungry, and going after the prize like your life depends on it. And that's what I feel in the spirit right now. Eye of a tiger. You've got the eye of a tiger. You've got your eye back. You've got your faith rising. You've got your hope. You are rising and you've got to roar. You are not drifting. I declare you've got to launch. You are not losing. I declare that God is reloading you. You've been through the fire. You've been through the famine. It's not the first time you've gone without. It's not the first time you've been broke. It's not the first time that you lacked. It's not the first time that you failed. You failed, but now this is the time for you to come back. You've been in the night, but now comes the net. You've been quiet, but But now comes the catch. Just like Peter, I come to speak to somebody. Lift your voice and prophesy over your own life. Say, I'm rising up with the eye of a tiger, and the faith of Peter is upon me. If God did it for Peter, he's gonna do it for me. I'm stepping out of the shadows. I declare I'm leaving the safety of empty boats. I'm launching into the deep. This is my moment. This is my season. I'm watching what I couldn't see come. This is my time. This is my destiny. Just like that first black Miss America who failed 8 years, but later on made it. I declare, step out of your shadows. I declare, step out of your safety. The enemy of faith is safety. When you're playing safe, you are not going to see a miracle. You don't need more talent. You need the boldness to trust. Just like Peter, you need to pull yourself out of your destruction, out of your discouragement. Say it like it's already done. My nets are breaking. Come on, declare it. My nets are breaking. And I'm building for this blessing. God is restoring my wasted years. I'm going to catch so much. My seasons are shifting. This is my moment. It's only going to come if you continue proclaiming, if you continue speaking, if you continue living persistently. Let me tell you, brothers and sisters, most businesses that begin do not see breakthrough until after their third year. You've only been in business for 8 months and you want to quit? Don't you dare give up. Don't you dare throw in the towel. And I want to pray for you right now. I want to pray for everybody. You have a dream. You have an expectation, but things are not working out. Father, declare with me, I've heard your word. I don't want to stay in the shallow any longer. I've tried it my way, but I came up empty. But today I surrender. I give you my boat. I give you my nets, Jesus. I give you my yes. Forgive me for where I've doubted you. Cleanse me. Fill me with your power. Let me start over. Launch me into my purpose. Because I believe Jesus died for me. He rose for me, and he lives in me. And for this moment, if you've just made that prayer right to us, prayer@relentless.org will get back to you. If you want to be a blessing, just look below. Thank you so much for standing with us. May God richly bless you.